Hi everyone, comic book reviewer here. This time reviewing on Scooby-Doo and Batman the Brave and the Bold film review. Now, as you know, Scooby-Doo, Batman the Brave and the Bold was a 2018 animated direct-to-video superhero action comedy film, which was, the 30th entry in the direct-to-video Scooby-Doo film series, as well as being a crossover of the popular TV show Batman the Brave and the Bold, which ran for 3 seasons from 2008 all the way to 2011. And the best I can say about the crossover is that it is bringing back Batman the Brave and the Bold, but being both respectful towards the Scooby-Doo franchise and Batman the Brave and the Bold. And the premise of the film is meant to feature how Mystery Inc. is invited by a group of mystery solvers, which consists of Detective Chimp, Martian Manhunter, Black Canary, Plastic Man, as well as Batman. And we kind of see how, and we kind of also see how Mystery Inc. have to help Batman solve his unsolved case, learning more about it, and the connections between a mysterious phantom that has been tormenting Batman from day one. And I think the film does a good job in not only being respectful towards the Brave and the Bold formula, but also as well being respectful towards the Scooby-Doo franchise. As you do see how much like in Batman the Brave and the Bold, Derek Bader still keeps that Batman who's a bit of the voice of reason, trying to be still realistic, but kind of sound like this Batman who's already gone from hell and back to try and help others in need. And I think it does a good job as well, bringing in characters that already have been previously voiced in Batman and the Brave and the Bold, like Jeff Bennett voicing Joker, also Grey DeLisle's playing Black Canary, also as well Jeffrey Combs for basically Question, and it already knows it has to be respectful towards the Batman the Brave and the Bold formula, but there are moments where the show does reference itself, and obviously, does do callbacks, like with Batman mentioning how something similar to this happened to him before when they were on the run, as a reference to how Owlman took over his place while he was stuck on Earth 3. Or, mentioned about what happened to Professor Milo, referencing what happened with the Spectre. And I think it does a good job analysing things from past episodes, as well as using the villains from the previous episodes, like Weeper, Babyface, Miss Manface, also basically Music Meister and so forth. And you can really tell that both shows are trying to study, analyze, and see what makes each other work. And I think it works because usually when you want to do a crossover, you need to kind of study and analyze how both shows work and what makes them tick. I think when they did the whole Aladdin as well as the Disney Hercules team up, it does actually acknowledge how both Jafar and even Hades had trouble dealing with their respective foes. You do get the sense that Aladdin, Jasmine, and the others were now older, and that part of their life was now over. And now it was Hercules and his friends taking on that mantle. Or it's like looking at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Usagi Yojimbo. Ninja Turtles relies more on still a serious tone, but being more laid back and comical. I always feel like Usagi Yojimbo had to rely on that Journey to the West storyline feel. And I think if I was to do my take on Usagi Yojimbo, I would always pay respect to Samurai Jack, but having some elements used. And obviously, because it's a direct-to-video film, it doesn't bring back so much of the previous voice actors that we've known. I know Harley's voice actress from Batman the Brave and the Bold, as well as Poison Ivy's, couldn't return. So obviously, they had Tara Strong playing Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, But I just think when Harley Quinn in this series is being a bit too much of the comic Harley, it's not being what she was supposedly played in from Batman the Brave and the Bold, because she was literally meant to be based on a 1920s gangster-like feel. You kind of got this feel like when Harley saw how Joker kind of got overused by Batman's power, you kind of got this sense even she knew he was taking it too far. Again, is Scooby-Doo, Batman the Brave and the Bold a bad team up? No. It is being respectful towards each other. They literally know what they have to work with, but I think it's so obvious when you know who this Phantom character is, and you've already figured out who the villain is behind the mask. But it's still a great love letter towards Batman the Brave and the Bold that probably helped other people get into DC Comics. And it was one of the few shows that helped me get into it. The same with Justice League Unlimited, The Batman, Legion of Superheroes, and so forth. It kind of shows you how, in a way, TV shows or as well as games based from comics can help people get interested into it, find what they want to read, and see what is currently was adapted or not. So I think this one definitely deserves 2 thumbs ups. Definitely a good film, definitely a good love letter as well as a send off to Batman the Brave and the Bold, but being respectful towards these shows' tone and feel, but also using Scooby-Doo as a way to give that sense of closure. So, comic book reviewer here, signing out.